Hello and welcome to the Vanguard of Light. So, question to you. Lucid dreaming. Is it fun or is it scary? What do we got? Fun or scary? Put it in the comments if you wish. But is it fun or scary? I had a really interesting thing. For me, I love lucid dreaming. I think lucid dreaming is off the charts and amazing. It's just, oh my gosh, I wake up, even if it's a bad dream, I just feel fantastic. Any type of dreaming, I feel great. I feel like a superhero when I wake up. I'm so excited by it. It's like diving into these new realms, right? And I've always been very adventurous. My name actually is a derivative of one who loves to adventure. So that's a whole side story. But anyway, where this comes about is that I was talking to a personal trainer. I was thinking about joining this one training group for a 12-week like kind of transformation, body transformation. And invariably, just from all the energy work that I've been doing, like everybody I meet is now some form of like tapping into their abilities or something. Like that's resonating with me. Like everybody I meet. So he was talking about that and just having like how lucid dreaming like takes you into other realms and it kind of freaks him out and like he doesn't want a lucid dream and like because I guess he had a lucid dream, kind of like an ongoing one for a week, but then he kind of had that dream paralysis. And I gave him a tip on that, like, you know, because he wanted to like get his girlfriend to wake him up. And if you ever have that dream paralysis and you're lucky to have a mate next to you, what you do is tell him of like, if I start breathing really rapidly, wake me up. Because even though you're paralyzed in your dream, so your body, you don't act out your dream, your lungs aren't paralyzed, your breathing doesn't get paralyzed. And so when you're sitting there, like, you know, kind of in your frozen dream state, you can speed up your breath. You can start going, and that should wake up your mate to then wake you up and just train them of like, hey, look, if I start breathing really rapidly, come wake me up, right? So that was just like a quick tip for him of like, so he could, because your lucid dreaming is an access into your unconscious mind and your whole world is coming to you from your unconscious mind. So to have the ability to start tapping into that is a superpower and it's amazing. But here, like he didn't want to jump into that because of that fear, which then just reminded me of like, just from the Freedom Through Safety course, which is live, you can come check it out. There's a section in there, actually a couple sections that there are bonuses. First, I mean, it's just safety. Obviously, he was hitting up some safe stuff. There's also some dark forces influence that was happening because, you know, that is going to be a superpower. He taps into his lucid dreaming. Oh my gosh, crazy. So that's going to be a superpower for him. So they were definitely influencing that play too. I could tell. I've been doing it a while. You can see the players that are kicking in. But I was just thinking of like, oh man, you know, if he had this Freedom Through Safety course, first he'd dial in that safety. You know, you get that safety dialed in, he wouldn't even have that issue. But not only with the bonuses, there's like a shielding bonus. It's like, man, he could shield those dark forces from coming in and messing with them, right? And then there's also just like the aura cleaning and the chakra clearings. He's like, oh man, he could have done those. You know, because that would have cleaned that channel and he wouldn't have had that like kind of, first, dark forces wouldn't be able to come in. Second, they wouldn't have been able to influence as much. And then there's even the ghosts and entity stuff. So he could have cleared his room when he went to sleep. So there's even less of an influence. So it's like all these different ways in which like each of the bonuses in the course would have like prevented that experience of him getting blocked from picking up one of his superpowers. And that's why I was just like, man, you know, Freedom Through Safety. Oh my gosh. It was like in 4 different ways it would have hooked him up. Like any one of them would have cracked that open. And just imagine if he was getting that direct conduit to his unconscious mind and seeing like all the ways. And he could have started having those dialogues. Like I love lucid dreaming because you can dialogue with your unconscious and have it kind of like help direct you because it knows more than you do. I mean, that's why all the warp gates are so powerful. If you don't know throughout the Freedom Through Safety course, all the bonus, warp gate empowered or enabled to where it's using your unconscious mind to do energy work. You don't have to learn how to do the energy work. Just get your unconscious mind hooked up, because we're wired for this. This is why it works. We are wired. We're born able to do this. We've just forgotten and now gotten attached to this physical world, but we're spiritual beings. Spiritual beings first and forever. We're just here playing in the physical world right now. But anyway, so it's just like, it's just an epiphany of like, oh my gosh, like any one of those things would hook them up. So I just want to give you that little thing of like just lucid dreams are an amazing way to get in contact with your unconscious mind, really start building that dialogue and having it like kind of wake you up, because it wants it to happen. But the reason it's not like just flipping and showing you all the stuff that's possible, peeling back all the layers of this reality, is because it freaks you out. It can freak you out and possibly have you take your own life. That's what your unconscious is like. No, we want to keep you around. You're supposed to be here in this physical form. So that's one of your major tasks of your unconscious mind. So it's not looking to freak you out. But if you can build that dialogue to where it's like, okay, let me start introducing you. Let me tell you a little bit. I'm not going to show you, but in the dream state, it's kind of like a safe place, like kind of how you can watch a movie about certain topics and it's safe, versus if it started playing out in your life, it might freak you out a bit. So it's kind of like that, to where it's like a safe place to start playing in these possibilities that you might have, these abilities that you might have, these callings that you're being called to do that was always designed there for you. Like that was your play, right? But because of this world we live in, the fear, also the dark forces, all that interplay, it kind of has gotten buried, and the magic of you is not coming out, or not coming out to the degree you would like it to. So I invite you to check out Freedom Through Safety. Check out the challenge. It's a 5-day challenge. Starts cracking it open for you, where you get to like super experience it and start seeing like, hey, wait a second, because like it's not the program. It's just kicking off your unconscious mind to where you start seeing the power of you. That's the whole point. I mean, the program will kick you off to make the magic of you. You start waking up, and then it's a game changer. I can't wait to see what magic you're here to bring back. You know, you were put here for a reason, bar none. That's what you also get from the Freedom Through Safety. You will get that bar none, that you matter, you are worthy, you're supposed to be here. Like that's what you're gonna get. That's what it's designed for, and that's safe to have that, right? And then it's like, what magic were you supposed to bring back? So I'm excited to see what that is. I would love for you to join us in the challenge. Check it out, crack it open, move forward. Until we talk again, have a blessed day or a blessed night.